Okay, now I logged into the Salesforce org. Okay, so now today we will go with our basic example only, so not with the complex requirement. So basically, if you want to build some college basic application, okay, whereas okay, only three major things will be involved. So first one is the student, and second one is the course, and third one is the sports. Okay, only these three objects, simple. Okay, so usual, what kind of information student object will hold? So student ID. Okay, and next one is student first name, last name, so date of birth, address, email. Okay, so we will take as of now these fields. And coming to the course, uh, course ID, course name, and course fee, and course duration. Okay, so then next, coming to the sports, we have the ID name. Okay, so just I'm taking only these fields. So till now this is clear, or anyone have any queries? Okay, so now let's create these objects first. I think we already created the student object. Okay, let me delete this one and let's start from the beginning. Okay, so here let me give the name. So here just remember the plural label. So the plural label will be the tab name. Okay, so we will see again. Okay, so this is about the first section. So the label will be the label name and the object name. So here object name will not accept any spaces. Okay, the space will be replaced with the underscore automatically in the object name. Okay, and then coming to this section, so this is the important section. Okay, whenever if we create any object, the Salesforce in the backend will create few fields. Okay, those are called as a standard fields. Okay, what are all those? So first one is the ID field, and next one is the name field, and created date, created by ID, last modified date, last modified by ID, and owner ID. Okay, so here this section is talking about the name field. Okay, all the remaining fields will be created automatically in the backend, but for the name field, Salesforce will offer you for two options. The data type is either text or auto number. And remember one thing, if you select the data type as a text, so then it would be the mandatory field. So if you select it as a auto number, so then the number will be automatically generated in the backend. So here what is that number format? Let's say whenever any student is created, I want to generate the ID number automatically. Okay, so for that one, so here we have the option to change the label of the name field. Okay, so here I added as a student ID. So the requirement I would require the format is std ID. Okay, so on 000 something. So here if you see they given the example. Okay, so A stands for any characters you can enter. So here in place of here I entered std ID and hyphen. So under how many digits you want. So the max digits we can give is the 10 digits. So it can allow up to 10 digits. Okay, and what is the starting number? So I'm giving it as a 1. You can give it as a 10,000 or 1 lakh or whatever the number you want to give, you can give the starting number. Okay, for now I'm giving it as a starting number as 1. Okay, so is this name field clear?
Yes, Pawan.
Yeah, Pawan.
Okay, yeah. So
Yes,
then
Pawan.
coming to the next options. Okay, so forget about this one. We will see these two sections at the last. And next one. Okay, so object creation options. Okay, so here I'm in launch new tab for custom object creation. So here I'm in when we select this option, so what it will do is, so once you save it, it will automatically redirect you to create the tab. Okay, so earlier I mean we didn't, yesterday when creating this object we didn't select that option. So then what we did, so again we go to setup and go to the tabs and then we created the tab. So if you want to create the tab directly straight away, just we need to select that option. Okay, so here I mean you can select any of the tab style and simply click on next. Okay, so here I mean these profiles, coming to the profiles. Okay, for now you can give default on for everyone. So we will see this topic clearly about when we discuss about the security concepts. For now, this profile related things you can simply click on default on and click on next. Okay, so and these are the list of applications available in our org when we create this org, right? So there are these are the standard applications already created. Okay, so if you want to add this tab to the standard application, so then you can check on whichever the applications you want. If you don't want to add anything, so then deselect this one. Okay, let's say if I want to add this one to the which applications, community, standard community, so then I need to select this one. Okay, simply if I want to add a to any other applications, we can select. If you don't want to add anything, just simply deselect everything and click on save. That's it. Now tab is created and object is also created. Okay, now what is the next one? So we need to create the remaining fields. Okay, so now coming to this one. So student ID field is done, right? So this is auto number. So the next one is the first name and last name. So for first name, usually we need to go to the text field because we no need to enter any new line characters. So first name. So the length max you can give up to 255. For now I'm giving 80. So if you want to make it as a required, you can make it as a required and click on next, next and save. So I want to create one more field. That's why I clicked on the save and new. So then again, go to the text field for last name. Okay, so if you want to make it as a required, then simply click on the required checkbox. Click on next, next, and save it. Okay, so these two fields are done. Then coming to the date of birth. So for the date of birth, to hold the date, we have the two options. So date and date time fields. So text would not be the correct one, right? So we need to allow the user to select date or date time. So here, I mean, we no need to make the mandatory as a time. So simply we can give the date. So I'm giving the date of birth field. So then simply click on next. So if you want to make it as a mandatory, you can make it is, otherwise we can leave it. Next and save. Then next one is the address. Okay, so we will keep address at last. So let me go to the email part. Okay, just I want to allow the user to enter the email. So then here, I mean, we have the inbuilt data type email is available so that we can give the email. So what is the purpose of going to email instead of text field? So if you go to text field, so whether the user entered a valid email format or not, we need to add the validation in the backend. So if you go with the email, so the Salesforce itself, it will handle that validation. Okay, whether email is correct or not, it won't check. whatever the email you entered, so that whether it is in a proper format or not, it will check. Go next and save. So then we will create the mobile. So for the mobile, I mean, we can use the phone field. Okay. So as of now, we created this one. So then coming to the address section. So in the address, we need to allow the user to enter the new lines of characters. So that means one after another line. So for that, we need to go with the text area. Okay. So click on next, next, and save. Okay. So as of now, we created the fields. So let's see how the QA will looks like. Okay. So as I told, whenever if you want to do any changes like to the objects or the fields in the backend functionality, we need to go with the setup. Now, if you want to see the UI, how that application or the tab will look like, so then we need to go with the app launcher. Okay, so here in the app launcher, we already created the tab. So directly you can search with the plural label. Whatever the object name we created at the time of object creation, there is one plural label. So that will be the name of the tab. Okay, so here I'm clicking on new. Okay, these are the list of fields we created, right? So let me click on save. So all the mandatory rules are applicable. Okay, so now uh, let's enter some random characters. So it is throwing validation error, right? Okay, so this is the benefit of going with the email field. Okay, so I created these fields. So now then coming back. Till now clear? This one?
It's fine.
Okay. So now we will go a little bit forward. Usually, if you guys seen whether whenever we are registering any application or sign up for the any sites, so it will ask for to select the country. Based on the country, we need to select the states, right? So the same way we will implement it. Okay. So we will ask the user to select the state. Okay. And then city list. Okay. So here I want to give. Okay, so there are three states I give. So let's create this field. So here, usually the state will be the drop down, right? We should not allow the user to enter any custom value. So we should give the option to select only. Okay, so for two those kind of requirements, we will go with the pick list option. So what is the benefit of pick list? So the user can select whatever the options you provided. So beyond that, they cannot select anything. Okay, so now I'm at the application. So how I need to go to the creation of field? So simply click on the setup. Okay, or else one more thing you can do. So you want to create the field on the same object, right? So when you click on setup here, there is one option, edit object. So then directly it will redirect you to that object manager itself. Okay, so here it redirected me to student object. So now let's go to the fields and relationship and then create a new one. So here the pick list option I need to select. Okay, so the values here. Okay, so here I mean the values we need to give in the line by line format. Okay, we no need to give any comma or any special symbols. So just simply whatever the formats you want to give, you can give it here. Okay. So here I mean there is one more option. So restrict pick list. So I will tell you about this one later. So click on next. Next and save. Okay, so the same way we need to we need to create the cities. Okay, let's say let me create. So the pick list field, click on next. Okay, so here I mean the global value set. So what is mean by global value set? Okay, so let's say if you are maintaining the same set of options for more than one field, let's say we have the cities list on the student object, and at the same time the same cities list is on the course object or some sports object, whatever it may be. So if you want to maintain all the values at one place, so then we can go with the global value set. Okay, so let me go to create global value set for this. Okay, how to create the global value set? Simply click on setup and home. Okay, so pick list value set. You need to select for pick list value set. Okay, so here let me create a new one. Cities list. I given it as a cities list. So the values you can enter here. Save it. So simply created this value set. Now let me go back to that student object. Pick list. Next. Okay, so here I mean when I select this first option, it is giving me to cities list. Okay, click on next. So it should be visible to everyone. So click on next and save it. Okay, now let's go back to the UI and check. So click on new. Okay, so still now it is not reflecting. So I mean, whenever this kind of issue is happening, sometimes it won't reload because I mean, whatever there in the cache, it will load the same. So to resolve that one, so just you can click on inspect. So right click at anywhere and click on inspect. So then, so here reload icon will be there, right? So just simply right click on the same, then you will get this option, empty cache and hard reload. Okay, without inspect, you won't get this option. I mean, that means it will clear the cache. So till now it's not coming. Just give me a minute. Log out and log in. Okay, so the new values are coming, right? So now my requirement is, okay, if I select Tamil Nadu, so then I need to display only Chennai and Coimbatore. Okay, if I select Karnataka, then I need to display only Bangalore. If I need to select Telangana, so then I need to display only Hyderabad. So is the requirement clear? Okay, if I select Tamil Nadu, then I need to display Tamil Nadu related cities. If I select Karnataka, then I need to display Bangalore. If it is a Telangana, then I need to display Hyderabad. Okay, is that requirement clear?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so now how we need to achieve that one? Okay, so that means, so can I say CT is dependent on state field, because whatever the state field value you selected, accordingly I need to populate the CT value. That means CT is dependent on the state, right? So here state is the controlling field and CT is the dependent field. Agree? Okay, now how we need to set up that field dependency? Okay, simply go to the object manager, open that object. So here, I mean, when you click on fields and relationships, so here, I mean, you have the option field dependencies. Okay, just click on this field dependency. Okay, so click on new. So here, I mean, controlling field. So what will be the controlling field? So which one you will select first? So state. Okay, based on the state field selection, you need to control the CT values. Clear? So you need to understand which one will be the controlling field and which one will be the dependent field. So if you have any queries, ask me. Okay, so now I created this field dependency. So once you created this one, then it is a very straightforward. So just, I mean, here, this is the controlling field and these are the dependent values. So for Tamil Nadu, what will be the values? So just simply double click on that. That's it. Or else you can click on here and just click on include values, or else straight away you can click on double click also, then it will include. So if you want to remove, just simply double click on it, so then it will exclude the values. Okay, so clear this part? Done.
Yes, bro.
Save it. So now coming back to the
Can you
student
once
record
again
and view.
explain it?
Sorry.
Can you once again explain?
Okay. So here, I mean, I selected the state as Tamil Nadu. So then I need to populate these two fields. Okay. So here, which one will be the controlling field and which one will be the dependent? So like whichever the value first you selected, that will be the controlling field. Okay. According to this value only, then the city will be populated. So then let me go back to field dependencies. Okay. I'm deleting this field dependency and I'm creating again. Okay, so here what will be the controlling field here? So state will be the controlling field and CT will be the dependent field. Okay, state and here CT. Continue. Okay, done. You created the field dependency, but you didn't select map the values, right? So for the state, I need to map these two values. For Karnataka state, I need to map Bangalore. So that field mapping is not yet done. So that one we need to do it here. Okay, so for Tamil Nadu state, what will be the value? So simply double click on those values. That's it. For Karnataka, Bangalore. So for Telangana, it will be the Hyderabad. So just simply double click on it. So if you want to remove, just again double click on it. It will exclude the values. Okay, and click on save. That's it. So clear field dependency concept.
Ah, yes, Pawan. Thank you.
Okay. Hmm. So now let's go a little bit forward to the same concept and the field dependency. Okay, so as of now, we seen only pick list, right? So, but still there are so many other data type also. Okay, which data types will be support for controlling fields and which data types will be support for dependent fields? So we need to identify that one. Okay, so let me create one more field. Okay, so now I will create the pick list multi-select. Okay, what is meant by multi-select? So the user can select more than one value at a time. Okay. So location. Okay, so I'm entering the location LOC1, LOC2, LOC3, LOC4, and LOC5. Okay, like this I enter. Okay, just simply click on next. Next, unsave. Or else, let me do one more thing. Just click on edit. So based on the each city value, I want to map the locations accordingly. Okay. So what I will do is, so I'm adding HYD1. Okay. So for Hyderabad, I'm giving two locations. 22. One. BGL. Okay, now I'm giving the bulk amount of values. Okay, so now I given this location. So let me go back to here and then see the preview. Let me do once logout and login. Because I mean, why we need to do this logout and login access? So the layouts won't take immediate effect. So it will take some time. So instead of refreshing multiple times, simply you can do logout and login. So then the layout changes will reflect immediately. Okay, so let me click on you. So here, I mean, the locations is coming, right? So here the user can select more than one value at a time. But here, does the user has any chance to add the manual values, anything? So like the text field. So it is not a free text field, right? So the user can select whatever the values available so that you can set the dependency. Okay. So if, see, simple. Uh, if you can get to know what value can be the user can select, so then you can set the dependency. If we don't know what value can be the user can select, so then you cannot set the dependency. Okay, so it needs to be if else condition manner. Okay, I mean, I will explain you in detail. So let's see. Okay, so first one is the controlling field. Okay, so now let me go to fields and relationships and click on new. Okay, so as of now, I mean, we have these preliminary data types, right? So here, okay. So now coming to the checkbox, I will give two chances. Whether can you say the user is selected yes or no? Can you predict it? If I give two options, so can you tell me whether I select as yes or no?
Yes.
Because I mean, first option you can give, you can say yes. Okay, but I mean in the backend I selected as no. So then again you can say yes or no. So because the user can have the max options too, either yes or no, so that you can set the dependency. If they select yes, I need to do this thing. If they select no, then I will populate these values. Okay, so that you can set the dependency. Then coming to the currency. So can you expect what value the user can enter? We cannot imagine, right? So we cannot set the dependency. The same way will applicable for date. So if you give the options to date, okay, so here I mean, can you expect what value the user can enter? No. So you cannot set the dependency. The same way date, time, email, geolocation, number, percentile, phone. And coming to the pick list. So can you say what value the user can select? So here, I mean, if you see, this is the pick list, right, state. Okay. So if I give 5 attempts or 6 attempts, so can you say whatever the value the user can select? So here, I mean, the user can select the within the pick list values, right? He cannot select beyond that. And the user can select only one value at a time. Okay, so if I give, so here I mean I have the 3 options, right? So if I give 3 chances, so can you tell me like which value you can select? Yes or no? So can anyone select any of the value here from 3? Anyone can speak up. Hello.
Single value we select
See, just you can select any value and don't
Tamil Nadu.
okay. So let's say you select one value. Okay, you didn't tell to anyone. But I mean, if you give 3 chances to me, okay, I can ask first, okay, whether you select Tamil Nadu or not. Okay, yes or no. Then I mean, I will ask whether you selected Karnataka or no. So if you don't select those two, then the last option will be the one
Telangana.
value which you selected, right?
Yes.
So the main motive of this controlling field is we can predict what the user can enter or what the user can select. Okay, if you go with this text fields or the date of birth or email fields, we cannot predict what the user can enter. If you are not, if you cannot predict, so then how we can set the dependency? Okay, now let's go to this one. See, now pick list also can be the controlling. Why? Because we can get to know what value the user can select. Okay, now you can ask me the same thing. Okay, in the pick list multi-select also, the user can select within the values only. Okay, but can we say which combination the user can select? So let's say, I mean, these are the values. So someone can select BGL1 and COM3, and someone can select CH4, CHN4 only. So we cannot predict the combination, right, in the pick list multi-select. Or is there any possibility to identify?
No.
Right? We cannot straight away predict it. Okay, it will go
Yeah.
to the permutations and combinations. So that is the reason pick list multi-select cannot be the controlling field. Okay, clear?
Yeah, boss.
Yes, Pawan.
Okay, so then coming to the dependent fields. Okay, so can we say pick list can be the dependent? Just now we seen, right? So, and what about the pick list multi-select? Okay, based on the city value, I can set the options accordingly, right? If it is a BG Bangalore, then I will include BGL1 and BGL2. So let's set the dependency here. Click on field dependency, new. Okay, what will be the controlling field here? City. And the dependent values will be the location. Click on continue. Okay, so for Chennai location, I need to select this location. For Coimbatore, this one. For Bangalore, this one. Okay, and I simply click on save. Okay, then Chennai options is coming, right? If I select Coimbatore, then Coimbatore option is coming. So then you can set the values for pick list multi-select. Okay, this one is clear. Pick list and pick list multi-select, we can set the dependency. Okay, so here I mean you guys needs to understand and you need to give the justification why it can be dependent field and why it cannot be the controlling field. So is that point clear?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, why pick list multi-select cannot be the controlling field? Okay, we cannot predict the combination of the values whatever the user can select in the multi-select. So that is the reason we cannot set the dependency. Okay, and what about this checkbox field? So can we made it as a dependent field or not? Okay, let me create one checkbox field. Okay, so I created one checkbox field. So let me see on the UI. Okay, let me go to students. Okay, active. Okay, so what is mean by dependent? Okay, unless until if you select the parent, then only it can reveal the dependent values, right? Okay, if I select none, so then what is the values in inside the city? Are you able to see or not? It is completely disabled. We cannot see. Okay, but coming to this checkbox. Okay, so what are the possible values of checkbox? Either true or false. Okay, simply when I loaded it, is it showing one value or not? How can we hide this one no value? There is no chance to hide the no value, right? So once you select, then it will be true. So I mean, we cannot set the dependent for active because it is always showing one value on the UI, that is no. So then how we can set the dependent? So that is the reason checkbox will not support for the dependent dependent field. So clear? The field dependency concept is clear or anyone has any queries? So what can be the
It's clear.
controlling fields and what can be the dependent fields? Okay, and this one I mean we might ask you in the interview process. Okay, and one more thing is someone will ask you what are the different standard fields. So these are the standard fields. Okay, and someone will ask you as the audit fields. What is mean by audit field? Okay, so let's say by using that field you can tell when it was created and who it was created, by whom it has created and who has last modified and when it was last modified. These are called as a audit related fields. So can we say this created date to till owner id as a audit fields? So these will be the audit fields. Why? Because by using these fields you can audit it. that record, like when it was created, I mean, who has done the changes and all the information these fields can hold. Okay, now let's see about this model fields. Okay, now I mean, I created earlier one record. Okay, so usually, I mean, this unique identifier is for us only, but how the Salesforce will maintain the data in the backend. Okay, so for this one, so whenever we create any record, the Salesforce will generate ID in the backend. So that is this one. Okay, if you see on the URL, so there is ID field. So it can be 15 digit or 18 digit ID. Okay, if you can count this one. Okay, so this is the 18 digit ID. Okay, if I give till here also, it will redirect. Let me go to some other record. Okay, so whenever, I mean, if you want to immediately log into a navigate to any record, if you have that record ID, simply we can replace it here. Okay, then it will automatically redirect to that record. Okay, based on this record only, the Salesforce will maintain the records in the backend. Okay, is that clear? So it will be the 15 digit or 18 digit ID. So even if you enter 15 digit, it will automatically navigate to the 18 digit. Okay, so clear this one?
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so as of now, we seen these fields. Let me go to this one. So this dependencies part is clear, right? So now we can go to this course object. Okay, so as of now, we created the fields through standard object manager, right? So there is one more feature available to create the objects and fields. So that is called schema builder. Okay, so click on schema builder. So clear all. So I will explain in detail about the schema builder, how it can be helpful in our real-time project. So a little bit later. Okay, so simple here though it is everything is drag and drop. So just simply click on these elements. So here, I mean, these are the different types of elements available. Object, if you drag and drop, so then it will ask you to give the values. So I want to create the course. Okay, so plural label courses. Okay, so here, I mean, I don't want to maintain any auto number field, just I'm giving it as a name field itself. So simply click on save. I won't record any case, I mean, course ID. Okay, so I want to use the standard name field. Even though if you want to use auto number one, I mean, course ID is required for us. So then you can use this auto number one. Okay, course ID 00001 and save it. Okay, here, I mean, nothing. So simply you can drag and drop and give the values. Okay, so course name, course fee, and duration. So here, I mean, I will use the currency. Okay, so 10 digits or max 6 digits I'm giving. Click on save. And next one is the duration. So duration will be the number one I'm giving. Okay, so here help text. So what is the use of this help text? I'm giving some help text here. We will see what is the use of this one. Yes. Okay, so the maximum I'm giving is one digit only, because it is in years. So simply click on save. Okay, That's it. You created this object. Okay, now we need to create the tab. So how we need to create the tab? Click on setup and home. Here search for the tab. Okay, tabs. So ours is custom object tab. So click on new. So here object will be the course. Click on next. So default on, you can keep same thing. Next, and remove from everything. Okay, click on save. That's it. Now let's go to courses. Okay, so there is a difference between the field creation from sorry, from schema builder and the standard object. So what it can be, the difference. So let me go to logout and login. Okay, courses here. So I created the fields. Are those coming on the UI? No, right? So those are not coming on the UI. Why? Because when we create any field from the schema builder, those fields will not directly add it to the layout. We need to add to the layout additionally. So here, how we need to add the fields to layout. So as of now, we seen only fields and relationship. Now let's go to page layouts. So simply click on page layout. Whenever you create the object, the page layout will be created in the backend. Okay. So here simply we need to drag and drop that fields. Okay. These are the list of fields available. Okay. So here you can drag and drop. Okay. Course fee, duration, and course ID. Okay. So if you don't want to show this Warner field, you can remove it. Okay, and simply click on save. So I will explain you in detail about this page layout a later point of time once we done with the security concepts and all. Okay, now let me click on courses new. Okay, now I need to do logout and login. Okay, so are these fields are coming or not? Fee and duration. Okay, so this is the help text we added, right? Whenever you add help text, this I symbol will come. Okay. So when you mouse over on it, so it will give you the help text, whatever you given at the time of field creation. Done. Okay, now the number is generated automatically, right? The course ID is generated. Okay. So now till now you learn how to create the objects, fields, and tab, right? And you got to know how to configure the field dependencies. Okay, till now clear? Or anyone has any queries? Hello?
Yeah, yes, Pawan, it's clear.
It's clear,
Okay.
Pawan.
Okay. So just, I mean, you can do this practice session. Okay. So till admin part, you need to do the more practice. Okay. So whatever the objects and fields we created, just you can go through it. So I will share this admin credential. So if you want to go through it, you can utilize those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure,
Format.
Pawan.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you then.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Guys, the class is over. You can leave the class.
Okay,
Anyone?
Manish.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Hi, Manish. Slack group
Yeah.
இருக்கா? Yeah.
ப்ரோ ஆமாங்க ப்ரோ, கிரியேட் பண்ணணும் ப்ரோ. ஆல்ரெடி ராஜேஷ் அவங்க கிரியேட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, ஆட் பண்ணுவாங்க.
ஓகே, ஓகே.
நாளைக்கு ஆட் பண்ணி இனிமேல் கிளாஸ் அதுலேயே சென்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பிளான் பண்ணியிருக்காங்கன்னு சொன்னாங்க.
சரி, ஓகே, ஓகே ப்ரோ.
நானும் அவங்ககிட்ட அதான் கேட்டேன், அவங்களும் அதான் சொன்னாங்க.
சரி, ஓகே, ஓகே.
நீங்கள் எனக்கு டெக்ஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க ப்ரோ, அதனாலும் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
ஓகே ப்ரோ. அதான் லைக் காண்டாக்ட் பண்ண யாரும் நம்பருமே இல்லை, அதுக்கு தான் உங்க நம்பர் கேட்டேன்.
இல்லை ப்ரோ, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. நீங்கள் டெக்ஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
ஓகே, ஓகே ப்ரோ. நீங்க சென்னையா ப்ரோ?
இல்லை ப்ரோ, நான் மதுரை.
ஓ, மதுரையா? ஓகே, ஓகே.
ஆமாம் ப்ரோ.
ராஜேஷ் அவரும் தமிழ்நாடா ஆர் பெங்களூர்?
அவர் தமிழ்நாடு தான் ப்ரோ.
ஓ, தமிழ்நாடு தான். ஓகே, ஓகே.
ஆ ம் சரி ப்ரோ.
சரி, ஓகே, ஓகே. தேங்க்யூ ப்ரோ.
ஓகே. தேங்க்ஸ் ப்ரோ.
Bye.
பை ப்ரோ.
Thank you, bro.
டேய் உனக்கு என்னடா வேலை? கிளாஸ் முடிஞ்சுனா கிளம்புறதை விட்டுவிட்டு